yearn, strive. Yearn, strive. Do you know what these words mean? Well, if you want to learn what they mean, then smash that like button and let's get rolling. Let's start with the word yearn. Yearn. Not yarn. We're not talking about yarn, guys. Not yarn. You thought this video was about yarn? I don't know anything about yarn. If you want to learn about yarn, then you've come to the wrong place. I didn't knit my sweater. I don't know how to knit. Guys, if you want to learn about knitting, you came to the wrong channel. If you want to learn about English, you did come to the right channel. So, can you hear the difference? This is yarn, and this word is yearn. Yearn. It means, whoops, just bumped my microphone. Sorry about that, guys. So, yearn means to have a strong desire for something that seems hard to get. It seems far away. You know, you're yearning for it. Okay, it's a desire in your heart. Do you know what the word longing means? It's like longing, yearning, longing. Yeah, it means you want something. You're yearning for it. It's a strong desire. Okay, so you could say, I'm yearning for a good relationship. You know, if you're single and you're lonely, you might be yearning for a good relationship. We could also say longing. I'm longing to be in a relationship. Okay? Yearning or longing. Okay? Or you could say, I'm yearning for Mark to make another video. Thank you, guys, for, always being excited about my new videos. I really appreciate it. So, you could yearn for anything. You could yearn, what do you want really badly? What are you hoping for and desiring? You could say, I'm yearning for a hamburger right now. Oh, I'm yearning for a hamburger right now. But the problem with this, well, there are two things I would like to mention about this. When we talk about food, we usually don't use the word yearn. We use the word crave. Crave. So you would say, I'm craving a hamburger right now. Okay, notice it's not craving for, it's just craving. Okay, it's wrong to say craving for. And that's actually a very common mistake. Okay, when people use the word crave, they add the word for. But we don't crave for something, we just crave it. Okay, so, you could say, I'm craving a hamburger. What are you craving right now? Not what are you craving for right now. What are you craving right now? Let me know in the comments what you are craving. So, notice with yearning, we do need the word for. Okay, I'm yearning for a hamburger right now. Now, you might say this if you are stuck on a desert island. Okay, what is a desert island? A desert island is an island in the middle of nowhere, and it's uninhabited. That means no people live there. It's uninhabited. It's an island in the ocean. Okay? You are stuck there for some reason. So the word desert, really, it doesn't mean a desert, like a dry place. Most desert islands have, maybe some trees, or hopefully there's a fresh water source, maybe a spring or a waterfall, or I don't know, something. So That's called a desert island. I think the word desert actually means like deserted. Like this word, this word, it looks like desert, right? But the other meaning of this word is desert. A bit of a different pronunciation. Desert, to leave. All right, you say, my friend deserted me. That means that your friend left you. They abandoned you. So it's like that, but we pronounce this the same way as desert, like a dry desert. But anyway, usually a desert island means a deserted island like this, okay? So if you were stuck here, you could say, I'm yearning for a hamburger right now. And that would be a perfectly fine thing to say because you're very far away from getting a hamburger, right? I mean, it might be months or years before you get rescued and you can go back to civilization and eat a hamburger. All right? So that's why the word yearning in this situation would be understandable, right? But in normal life, like for me right now, if I were to say, I'm yearning for a hamburger, well, I could just go to McDonald's or I could make a hamburger pretty easily, right? So when we talk about yearn, okay, we're talking about a heart feeling, right? And it's a feeling of something that seems kind of hard to get, or it's too far away right now. So that's yearn. Okay, now let's talk about strive. Strive means to make a great effort to achieve something. Okay, so you're doing something here. Strive, you're making an effort. Okay, so when you hear the word strive, think about action and movement. Okay, with yearn, when you're yearning for something, you're not really doing anything. It's just about the feeling in your heart. Whereas with strive, you're doing stuff. You're making movement. You're moving toward your desire, your goals. What are you striving for? So here's an example, okay? Our people are striving for independence. Maybe you're part of a group of people in the world, and your people group is striving for independence. Maybe you want your own country. There are many people groups in the world that don't have a country, but they want their own country. For example, the Kurdish people. I've met several Kurdish people in my life, and when I ask them, where are you from? You know what they say? They always say, I'm from Kurdistan. I'm from Kurdistan, right? Well, if you look on a map, there is no country right now called Kurdistan. But that group of people, the Kurdish people, at least the ones I've met, they are, they're yearning for independence. Now, maybe they're also striving for it. Okay, so you could say both. You could say our people are yearning for independence. That would mean they really want it, but maybe they're not really doing stuff to make it happen. But if you say our people are striving for independence, that means that you're moving toward that in some way. I don't know. Let me know if you are part of a people group and you're striving for independence. What are you doing? What actions are you taking to bring your goal or your desire into reality? So can you see a bit of a difference between yearning and striving, right? Most people strive for what they yearn for, right? Most people strive for what they yearn for. I mean, if you really yearn for something, and if you can see a way for that to be possible, you try to get it, right? You do anything you can to get it. I met a guy a few weeks ago who was, well, he's not a native English speaker. He's an English learner, probably just like you. And he told me, he said, I really want to learn English better. I want to improve my English. And I asked him, how many hours a week do you spend learning English? What do you think his answer was? His answer was 0. He spent 0 hours learning English, but he wanted it so badly. Guys, I've met a lot of people like that in my life who say they want something, but they make 0 effort to get it. Well, so what does it mean when they say they really want it? That's a lie. It's a lie, right? They don't really want it. Because if you really want something and there's a way to get it, you just do it. You do it, right? I mean, especially when it comes to something like learning English, there are so many free resources online, like my YouTube channel, right? Some people make an effort and some people don't. Like if you spend 0 hours a week striving for something, that means you're not yearning for it at all. Right? So it doesn't make any sense for you to say, I'm yearning to be a better English speaker, and then you do nothing to achieve that, right? It doesn't really make sense. Like, you know, if you're, imagine if there were no English resources in the world. None. No, you know, internet. Let's say you didn't have any internet and there was nobody around you who spoke any English. Well, then you could say, I'm yearning to learn English. I just, there's no way for me to do it, right? Then you're kind of stuck. It's like you're stuck on a desert island yearning for a hamburger. There's no way for you to get it. But if there is a way, then you can strive for it, right? So, I mean, most people strive for what they yearn for. Would you agree with that? If it's real yearning, we're not talking about fake yearning. A lot of people, they have fake yearning. Oh, I want this and I want that. They don't really want it, guys. If you really want something, you strive. You strive. It means you work hard to get it, right? So we could say that striving is the outworking of yearning. Does that make sense? So striving is the outworking of your yearning, right? Because yearning is a feeling in your heart. So when you start to take movement, you start to take actions, you know, to work out the yearning, then that's striving. So striving is the outworking of yearning. I don't know, would you agree with that? I think so. How long is this video, guys? Already almost at 15 minutes. Well, we're almost done. I'm striving to get a promotion. Okay? So if you're at a job and you are striving to get a promotion, what would you do? Like, what are the kinds of things you would do? I don't know. Let me know. What you would try to work hard, right? Try to work hard, maybe get a bit of training. Maybe you would take some classes or some courses in your own time, your time off, right? Because you really want the promotion. I mean, maybe on the weekends, you would do certain classes to get more qualified to get this promotion, right? So that's what striving means. Striving means you just try very hard to do it. Yeah, so you could say that, or you could say, I'm striving to finish my project. I mean, maybe you've got a huge project that you've been working on for a long time, and you're striving to finish this project. Okay, so there are some examples. So when we talk about strive and yearn, okay, we're talking about things that are usually for a long time. Okay, it's something you're wanting or you're working toward for a long time, and they're difficult. You know, they're hard to achieve, right? So you can see both of these words go hand in hand, right? Yearning and striving go hand in hand. Hand in hand. What does that mean? It means they go together. Okay? Hand in hand. Imagine this is yearning and this is striving. Okay, they're two separate things, just like my two hands, right? I've got two hands. This hand is not the same as this hand. They're different hands. But, you know, if we say something goes hand in hand, that means they're two separate things that are kind of related. They go together. So I would say yearning and striving go hand in hand. Okay? Guys, let's do some homework. What are you yearning and striving for in life? In your life, you know, these days, what are you yearning for? And what are you doing to achieve that? What are you striving for? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to know what you guys are yearning and striving for. That's it, guys. That's it for our lesson. So thank you very much for all your support. As always, I love you very much. Hope you're doing great today. And as always, I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.